ridiculously, new into the league, still chasing the continental positions. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new, fear not. You don't need to go back and jump an update. I will throw something up here for the playlist if you want to, but I'm going to give you kind of updates as we go. We joined the club with very little, no personnel, no honours one. As you can see, there's only one, and it's your boy as a personnel. Look at me go. We have got our new key player at the club, who is Victor Wanyama. He is rather good, as you'd expect, from fames such as Premier League teams and Tottenham. I'll update you on our transfers to start with, but basically we are at the moment at the halfway point in our first season in the J.League. We're doing pretty well. We are massively overperforming, but we've been doing so for the last 2 years, and we've got successive promotions. We updated on a bunch of our signings previously. There's no one here really that's jumping out to us as like an urgent thing that I need to update you on, outside of Victor Wanyama. Look at him! His wages are a little bit high, don't get me wrong. 4.5k is a little bit tasty for someone in our division, but I mean, he's pretty decent. He's only on contract to the end of the year. If we play him 15 times, he might renew that. Well, it will renew for the following season, but we'll see what I can do in the meantime. I've been properly leaning into second yellow cards amateur scouting, so we've been doing that. We did have a player trying to leave us. One of our strikers at the club, Mr. Fandy. We had a bid of about 200k come in for him. I didn't sell him at all. And not only did I not sell him, I've signed his bloody brother. So we've got Irfan Fandy, Ishkan Fandy, and I found out there's a third Fandy who's called Ilhan Fandy. So I'm chasing this little Donny. He's going to be coming to join us shortly as well, hopefully. But they're all classed as home nation, which is wonderful. The main of these guys who we've signed, Ian, he's all right. He's foreign, but his name's Ian. So how can I not try and sign Ian? So he's on board. We brought him in for 5 entire thousand. We've also signed Saliu Fai, who's the other one, who's kind of an actual player that's coming straight into the team. Majority of these amateur signings potentially are going to get to the point where we're going to loan them out. We may not even see the first team, but this guy is definitely going to get in there somewhere. And to update you on the few games we've been through, at the end of the previous episode, I had reference to us being knocked out in the cup. Here's the result for that. We did actually manage to lose to Yokohama. I did try and do it as a live comms, but it was just being a little bit too jumpy. I hadn't restarted my computer, so it wasn't quite ready and raring to go. We've played another 2 games in the league since then. A massive result away from home against Kawasaki Frontale, who are one of the better teams in the division. And then also we've picked up, unfortunately, a bit of a messy loss against Hiroshima. So it does leave the table looking as such. At the moment, we're still 4th. We're in those little nice little green spots, and we're hoping to stay there. We're jumping forward another 6 games now, hoping to maintain our continental positions. A 4-2 win away from home against Consadole Sapporo. A 3-2 win at home against Shonan Belmare. 3-0 win away from home against Urawa Red Dragons. I keep calling them Red Dragons. Red Diamonds. You can all see it. Diamonds. Followed that up with then a 2-1 win against Osaka. A 3-3 draw. An absolutely amazing game from Vinicius Mingotti. Getting a hat-trick against us. Wasn't able to stop us being able to get a perfect run as it carries on, but a 3-3 isn't too bad. And finishing off with a 1-0 win against Kyoto Sanga. The one brother missed a penalty, the other brother scored, a 1-0 win for us. Leaves the table looking like this. We're in 3rd at the moment. I don't even know, like, can you see me through here? Look at it, look at us, look how we're going. Surely we can't win the league. We've got another 3-3 now. We're hopping forward a little bit further. A late hat-trick from Ishida. It seems that if we have a 3-3 draw, it's a hat-trick for the opposition. A 2-1 loss this time against Tokyo. If you remember from the previous one, they're one of the stronger teams in the league. A 3-1 win away from home against Albirex Nagata. And most recently in this section, a 2-2 draw this time. No hat-tricks because they had 2 separate scorers. Against Gamba Osaka. It does leave us dropped out somehow of the of 3rd place that we had. Frontale are just ahead of ourselves. Kobe have got a 5-point gap between us. We've only got 3 games left. The first one of which unfortunately, is a 2-0 loss against Yokohama F. Marinos. Leaves the league looking as such. They've closed the gap on us. We do still have a game in hand. Oh, sorry. Kobe do still have a game in hand on us. So potentially it's going to go to a 2-point difference there as well. If we don't manage to pick up a result against Yokohama, which we didn't. We lost to both Yokohamas. We had 1-for-1 last episode. This is 0-for-1, 2, who knows. A 92nd minute winner for them after a red card from an absolutely head loss moment from Fuguera. Does leave it, as it stands, we are outside of the continental positions for the first time in God knows when. But we have one game left. If Yokohama Marinos drop points, we need to make sure we pick up the win in this game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are resuming Football Manager, the actual game. This isn't just an episode of screenshots, I promise. But if we have a little look at the form, we've won one game in our last, 6? It is not ideal. Far from ideal, to be quite honest. We are going to be playing Shimizu, who are currently in 15th. We are hoping on Nagoya Grampus, taking points from Marinos. Grampus are currently in 13th. We're hoping for a little bit of a miracle, but if we're honest, it's a miracle that we're even here. So if we do get Europe, happy days. If we don't get Europe, then we are a good 2 or 3 years ahead of where we should be. We've got Shalamalamlov Trenkov, the boy, the ever-present. He's been with us since first episode, I believe, if not very close to. In front of him, we have one of the Fandis, Dola and Abe, Lingbo and Ian. Ian's getting a start for us. He's just had his first number. Beautiful stuff. We've got Mark Clock and Racing Balls playing in the centre mid. Endrick just ahead of those. The second Fandy up top with our boy, Eagle Gabriel. You're probably wondering why this chap's called Racing Bells. Racing Balls. It turns out his name is actually Alpha Torre. And I thought that was funny because it sounded a little bit like Alpha Tauri, who are rebranding, hence Racing Balls. I know, I'm hilarious. You can tell me in the comments. Feel free. So at the moment, we're ahead of Yokohama. Why are we ahead of? They're losing. They're bloody losing. Grandpa's are doing us a madness here. So if we draw, it's just shown. I was going to try and figure it all out, but it's just shown us. Basically, we just have to better the result from Marinos. If we can get a win, it gets them to a position where they need to score 2 more goals. Uchida collects the cross from our player who put it in. I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Ian. I think it was our striker up top. I was too busy panicking. Nakayama pushing forward on their right side. Back to Shinazaki. Out to Nakayama again. Ishii all the way back. Fandy makes the interception. Endrick feeds it. He doesn't feed it. See, this is the thing. When your attacking mid doesn't quite have the vision, he doesn't play the passes, unfortunately. Nishio puts it forward. Ronaldo. We are getting quite a few interceptions on this game. The team we're playing against are being pretty sloppy. I'll drop some encouragement on our boys. Another interception. Racing Balls pushes forward. Endrick to Fandy. I think he was offside this time. Lino's got his flag up, unfortunately. But we're looking good. We're looking dangerous. We need to keep an eye, as I said, on the other result. But it's fine. Things are looking promising. As long as we get the win, all we can do is what we can do. It's still 1-0 over in the Grampus game. It's not. I've completely lied. It's now 1-1. What a shame. Nishio on the ball. Fu to Shinazaki. Nakayama. Ian with a tackle. What? Ian. His literal first name is not like Ian Enio. He's just called Ian. Singbo's just scored against us. Lingbo for us. Sorry. We are back in that position. Right, guys, just calm down. Ian puts in a decent ball. Fandy isn't able to get there. Their fullback nods it away. Lingbo picks it up, pushes into the area, and just punts it over the goalie. I'm trying to make sure that we've always got both fullbacks on the bench. We are really limited in this division because you have to have 4 players that are raised in your team. That's definitely not what the terminology is, but it's what I'm going with. The issue is our youth is horrific. Hence why I'm signing 147 youth players who are all under 18. So in 2 seasons' time, they can class as homegrown. That is the plan. Yokohama are still drawing. It does look like Vissel Kobe aren't picking up a win at the moment. No, they're drawing against FC Tokyo, who are the team that are just above us. As it stands, chaps, things are going our way. We are in continental competition. Now let's see if that's still the case in 45 minutes. Pushing up towards the 60th minute now. We are keeping a little bit of an eye on our guys' fitness. Lingber's looking quite good. Racing Balls is absolutely dead. I might bring Ian out because I say it's his first game, so we've got 2 subs there. I might take Fandy out because I'm pretty sure I put a striker on the bench. Ochida on the ball for them, their goal kick. Plays it short. Shinazaki. Gabriel makes the interception. I've said we make an interception. These guys are lackluster. They need to sort their shit out. They do. I couldn't give one because we're winning the game. We don't need to see the highlight of it, but we will make our subs. So we'll bring Kenshiro Suzuki. Struggle. I won't mind. He's been with us for God knows how long. We'll bring him on. We'll also bring on Patinama, who's one of our best players as well. We have Aoi Ando, I believe the chap's name is. We can bring him on. I just don't know what to do with that, though. I can drop Lingber into defence if needs be, because I think he's got a bit of height to him. He's a competent defender. Or do we just take Fandy out for one of the youngsters? We'll bring Sugimoto on. Why not? He played quite a bit for us in the 2nd season. He did all right when he came on. He did pretty well. We'll have a little look at see what Yokohama are up to. So as you can see at the top of the screen there, they are still 1-1. And then just as an update for the game against, I'm really struggling here. As an update for the Vissel Kobe game, okay, they're winning as well. So it's all this Yokohama game. We just need to keep an eye on that. I'm just going to keep scrolling down. I've noticed we're into the last 2 minutes of the game. I'm going to praise our chaps. It's still 1-1. 2 penalties in that game. Just stay where it is. Just stay where it is. Don't. You sons of bitches! FM is a cruel mistress sometimes. It's just rude. Why would it do that to us? The 94th minute. We had 4th place, sorry, from the 2nd minute of the game. You bastards. How massively upsetting is that? And there we have it, guys. Unfortunately, we're not able to carry on our ascent and finish 2nd every season, progressively. But we've got some good news on the horizon. We're going to be in the division again next year, which we were pretty much nailed on from about the halfway point, to be fair. We've had our scouting thingy come through, our budgets. We've been given 99 grand a week to spend, so it gives us an extra 4,000, 5,000 in there. Another 800k in the budget. I'm doing world scouting because I'm absolutely abusing the fact that you can pick up amateur players, which I didn't show you earlier, but I'll give you a brief look through our future transfer. These are all players joining us. I'm having to scroll. Don't get me wrong. 9 out of 10 of them are probably going to be a bit shit. But I've signed like 20 of them, so that means at least 2 should be brilliant. That's the plan. And this guy signed, which I've just noticed, from a team called Quick Boys, which is just a fantastic name, isn't it? We've had updates regarding our stadium. We're going to be building a new one. £20 million. The board have secured a loan of 14 million towards it, so the other 6 million have coming out of our pocket potentially. Additional funding, for the stadium has been secured 10 mil. 6 million grant to authorities. It was for 20. So it looks like a 20 million pound project. We've managed to gather 30 million for. Well done, guys. Love that. It's going to be completed in 2 years' time. No, it's not. It's not. 1 year. 15,000 seater. Look at us go with our new stadium. We don't have our end of season kind of review thing. They're usually a little bit naff. But I will say, we've had 2 kind of bow outs in the cups, which I'm not too keen on. But I mean, look at it. We were 1 point, a single point. We were like 3 minutes away from continental football in our first ever game in this season in this division. So we'll take that, little pat on the back for us, and we move into next season. And I hope you're going to join us for it. I'm going to throw some videos up here for you, some other stuff. One of them is a experiment where we send in over Celtic and Rangers to England. Might involve Luton and Sheffield being deleted and lunge down into non-league. It's fine. Don't worry about that. If you could like, subscribe, that'd be beautiful. There's some items up here as well, go and watch. And thank you very much for your time.